What's up, gamers? We're back. Jay and Jon are back again. Jordan
What's
was here last week because you guys played Prey and I hadn't really yet.
Yeah.
But I have been playing it. I enjoyed it, but then Injustice came out.
Yeah, I tried
that
playing.
a lot.
I put a little bit more time into Prey, and then and then Injustice came out, so I was trying that for a little bit. So Injustice is cool. I mean, it's if you like fighting games, especially like Mortal Kombat, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I'm not a big fighting game fan, but the reason I love Injustice, the reason I love the first one, and the reason I really like this one is the storyline. So most fighting games, you pick a character and you use that character through whatever arbitrary, ambiguous storyline there is. This one, they put a lot of thought and time and effort into the actual story of the game, and I really appreciate that as a story-driven gamer. And the story is great. It's what Batman versus Superman should have been, the movie, and it's really cool, and I'm loving it. I think I'm on the very last, I think there's 2 fights left, so I played through almost all of the story, and
I've gotten up through the 3rd chapter.
Okay.
So I think I just finished playing as Green Arrow.
Okay.
So I didn't get a ton of time. I only played for an hour or so.
Okay.
So
It's not really that long. I'm probably maybe 3 hours into it.
Okay.
I would say, and I think I'm almost done.
I think there's only 13 chapters, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
So.
But the story is really cool. The cinematics are awesome. I don't want to spoil anything because it's so new, but you should definitely play through the story, even if you're more of a multiplayer kind of guy. I'm going to jump into that afterwards, I think. The fighting mechanic of it, not being a fighting game guy, I don't know how much I can speak to it, but I really like it.
It seems like there's, if you guys have ever played Mortal Kombat, it's very similar.
Well, it's made by the same guy.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
It does feel
a lot of the similar ideas. You have environment stuff that you can do. There's the super bar that you can use to supercharge your moves.
You can do super moves.
The clash thing. Yeah.
That gets annoying because every time you're fighting a guy in story mode, at least
they do
it. Right at the end, it does it, and they win it, and then they have more life, and it seems a little contrived, but whatever. We'll let it slide. So Injustice gets 2 thumbs up from me. I'm going to beat it here soon. If you've been watching our Twitch channel, the shop live on Twitch, I've been playing it the last 2 days, pretty nonstop, and I'm going to finish it up hopefully. Well, let's see. I'm going home now, but after probably tomorrow evening or something. So on our stream. So tune in and watch that. So what have you been playing on stream besides Injustice and Prey?
Prey. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Every once in a while I'll do Heroes of the Storm, but generally it's just Prey or Injustice.
Cool. Just
because I got to a certain point in Prey, and then I was kind of on the fence about whether I liked it or not, and so I was I'll give it a little bit more time.
I can't talk a lot about Prey because I'm only maybe an hour and a half in.
Yeah.
But it's Half-Life.
It's very similar. Yeah.
You start it off and it's hey,
it's very derivative.
Here's a wrench, which could be a crowbar, and then
it's very
the mimics come out and it's that's just
a head
black
crab.
Head crab. Yeah. So that's my initial.
But it's kind of that's just kind of postmodernism.
Yeah, I guess.
That's just, it is what it is.
Yeah, I guess so.
So and
there is some definite Bioshock.
Right. So that was the kind of the thing that I
well.
was doing was so this game is a combination of these 2 things. What does this game do better? And I think it's it's kind of taking. I think it's a better RPG. I think the progression trees that they give you, I think those are better than Bioshock.
Well, they're more in depth from what
exactly.
I've seen.
Well,
sure.
and so that's what they were trying to do better. Which if you play the game for any decent amount of time, it's very heavily RPG themed. There's a D&D campaign that the people on the ship are playing, and I guess it's actually themed around whatever studio produced Prey. Their first game, was called Arcane.
Okay.
And it's basically these people on the ship are playing an RPG based on that game.
Okay.
So
interesting. That's cool.
So I thought that was kind of a cool little nod to where they came from.
It's a fun game.
It's cool.
I'm having good fun with it, definitely. But I think I'll finish Injustice first.
Yeah.
So, and then maybe go back to that Or Horizon. I don't know. I still haven't beaten Horizon, and I feel like I need to because I was enjoying that a lot. But other video game news?
So Overwatch says that they're going to be releasing, for their anniversary, they're going to be releasing 3 new maps. They're called arena maps, which people don't know if that's going to be a brand new type of game, because right now there's nothing that's called arena. So basically people think it's either going to be more 1-on-1 or 3v3 maps, because right now the only map they have for that is Echo Point Antarctica. And at one point they were calling those arena maps, but what people noticed is on these new maps, it looks like there's like a central objective.
Okay.
So it looks like you may be trying to destroy like one person, there's one in El Dorado where there's like a giant statue. So they think it's going to be one team is going to be trying to destroy the statue.
The other is trying to defend it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to be cool.
And then there's also like some new skins, some new voice lines, that kind of stuff. Zarya's got a pretty cool new skin. So
that's cool.
That's kind of all that's going on with Overwatch.
I should try to play Overwatch. The problem with I don't get a lot of time to play at home. I have 2 kids at home.
Yeah.
So the only time I really get to play games is here. And playing something online like that is really hard when you got to get up and help customers.
Yeah.
But I should try to figure out, maybe one day when you come in at 3 o'clock, I should start jumping on for...
Yeah, it's cool.
For like an hour.
Like I said, I think it's a really good game.
Oh, I played a little bit of it, and it is a lot of fun. I'm not a huge shooter fan, but it seems like it's not a straight up like shooter. So,
yeah, there's enough there that even if you don't like shooters, there's something for you there.
Yeah.
Like initially, I really liked Reinhardt because I was terrible at shooters, and I was like, oh, with Reinhardt, you literally just like I can hit things in front of me.
Yeah.
Or like I really like Diva. Diva requires like very little actual twitch finger, shooting skills. It's more about like chasing people down and things like that.
Cool. I'll have to pick it up maybe once or twice and give it a go. But speaking of other shooters, they released the gameplay for Destiny.
Yep.
And that looks awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I love Destiny. I love the first one. I can't wait for the new one to come out. I mean, from what it looks like, it seems like more of the same, but like updated
and tuned,
expanded
and
upon.
Yeah, the superpowers, the ultimate abilities for the different classes look pretty cool.
Yeah, they look more like the superpowers in the old one. They just weren't really like. I mean, they were cool, but they weren't like other than like the Nova Lance. Like the Nova Lance, you felt like you were doing stuff. The other ones were just kind of like, oh, here's a bubble, and you're like, all right, that's kind of cool, I guess.
These look cool though. Like the Titan got like a shield, and he was like hitting them. Did he throw it at him at one point too?
So,
all like Captain America style.
Yeah.
And then the Hunter got like this lance thing that he was like stabbing people
staff,
with, and like
the Warlock got like a broadsword.
Yeah, that was cool because they like zoom out on the character, and he gets this broadsword, and he just starts like hacking people with it, and like it was pretty cool. It made me get stoked for it. If you haven't heard my story about Destiny, I was super disappointed when the first one came out because the story was so lacking, and I really didn't go back to it, even though I heard I should. And maybe I should before this one comes out. I mean, to play through the story, or is it gonna reset the whole story?
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like you don't really need to know what's happening in shooters. I mean,
that's true. But
like
this is
even
more than a shooter, though,
even
it's an RPG shooter.
Sure, but even like Halo, you can.
I love the stories in Halo.
Yeah, but like you didn't need to play them. Like Halo 2 is just like, oh, you're fighting aliens. Like, all right, cool.
Yeah. To play the multiplayer part.
No, even like the main story. Like you didn't really need to know. Like.
Oh.
Space Marines are such a So the thing is, Space Marines are such a trope in science fiction nowadays. You don't need to be like, oh, this guy is a Space Marine, and here's his entire backstory between these aliens and that aliens. You're just like, I'm a Space Marine. Aliens are invading Earth. I'm going to fight them.
So you could so you could jump in. I see what you're saying. I did enjoy the Halo storyline.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not saying like I'm not burying the Halo storyline. I'm just saying like you didn't generally.
Right.
You don't need to play.
You could jump into Halo 3 and probably get the gist of what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
So you could do the same with Destiny. Because I'm definitely, after the first trailer with the whole Nathan Fillion, and then this new one, he makes a little bit of a voice appearance in this one as well. It does look really cool. And so I'm probably going to have to check this one out, and hopefully it doesn't disappoint me like the first one did.
Yeah, for sure.
Sega has said that they're going to start
Going back to
major IPs, which probably means Sonic. I would assume. So that's cool if they can revive the Sonic name after the last few games that were just a sad excuse for Sonic.
Sonic Generations was pretty good, right?
Sonic Generations was good, but the was there 2 on the Wii U?
Sonic Boom and
I feel like there was one other one, and that's how bad they were that I can't even remember the name of them. But if Sega could revive that series and start making some good platformer Sonics,
Earthworm Jim.
Heck yeah, Earthworm Jim. That was
amazing. My favorite game on Genesis.
Yeah,
Earthworm Jim.
Was Sega in charge of Earthworm Jim? I don't think so, but that would be cool.
I was like the games that I played was like Earthworm Jim, Toe Jam and Earl.
I was just gonna say.
And then Vector Man.
I didn't play Vector Man.
Yeah, Vector. I really liked Vector Man for some reason. Replaying it as an adult, I was like, why was I so into this?
Yeah, I never played that one.
Cool Spot.
Cool Spot was good. I played a lot of Cool Spot.
Best product placement game
Sprite
ever.
Spot. Right? Wasn't it Sprite?
No, 7-Up.
7-Up. Yeah.
That
Sprite.
one and like the Burger King
Lemon
games.
Lime.
I know people like the Burger King games. But Cool Spot.
What's the Burger King game? The good one
Sneak
is
King?
no, Sneaking's okay. It's the other one. It's the
Pocket Bice?
Yes,
Pocket
I
Bite?
think that's the one that everybody likes a lot. But yeah, that'd be cool if Sega could bring back some cool old stuff and revive it. That would be awesome. Go Sega. Nothing much in the board game world. So we did get a new title in.
Yeah, so
The Captain is Dead.
The Captain is Dead.
And I haven't played it yet, but from what you said,
sweet.
it sounds awesome.
So the general idea is like you guys are the crew of like a nondescript like star cruiser, and you get attacked by aliens, and the aliens like mess up your ship. They kill, like, the captain dies, and so you play as the crew members, and you're scrambling around trying to fix the ship, defend against the aliens, and then repair your warp drive and jump to warp speed. So it's a co-op game, 2 to 7 players. It's got multiple levels of difficulty, so it's got a lot of really good replayability to it. And basically, like, you guys have to jump to warp speed before the warp core implodes, or the aliens just blow up your ship. So it was a lot of fun when I played it.
You take on like different roles and stuff.
Yeah,
too,
there's
right?
there's a ton of different roles. I think they said there's like 16
or
wow.
something. You only explained like 3 of them to me. I didn't know there was that many.
Yeah, no, they go everywhere from like fleet commander to janitor.
And red shirt.
Yeah, and like red shirt. And the red shirt is cool because he keeps respawning. So like you're playing as the same character, like you yourself, but you're like in the game. It basically represents you just being you play as cannon fodder, and you're just like
red shirts. It sounds really cool. I definitely want to try it out.
It's a lot of fun. I played it at the Gamma Trade Show.
Yeah, so that's something to check out for sure.
And then also the Pro Tour was last weekend.
Zombies have made a comeback.
Zombies, Mono Black Zombies. Which is great because kind of like the 3 pillars of any good healthy format are like a good aggro deck, a good control deck, and a good mid-range deck, which is kind of where we're at right now.
Because what was the one? What was the other one that was like? There's a really good
Marty
pairing.
vehicles.
Well, no, the other one, the 4-color or the 3-color.
Temur Tower.
Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Yeah, Temur Marvel.
Yeah, that one.
So it's so the thing is like. People were complaining previously because there wasn't a good way for you to fight against the copycat combo. But, like, zombies kills you with creatures, which you can deal with. Like, you can put in, you know, more removal spells. You can put in sweepers. You know, Marvel basically... There's certain games where it just loses to itself because it just can't find the cards that it needs. And also, you know, you can just counter the Marvels. You can counter what they're doing. So you can fight against both of them. Neither of them are, like, broken decks.
Yeah.
So people are excited to see, you know, kind of what happens moving forward. Game day is this weekend.
Yep.
So
Should be fun to
they're
see
giving
what
out,
comes there.
Top 8 is getting promo Glory Bringers, which Glory Bringer is a house. If you've not played with it or against it, it is really good.
Yeah, that's a really good promo to give out.
I know. It was like, so the best one I'd ever seen was back in Dragons of Tarkir. They gave out Thunderbreak Regents, and Thunderbreak Regents were like $20 at the time.
I think Glorybringer's
Glorybringer's
close
only,
to that, isn't it?
Glorbringer's only like around 10, maybe.
Is it?
It's like
Okay.
I think it went
like,
down because not a lot of people were playing it at the Pro Tour. But at one point, like when it first came out, it was like 15.
Yeah.
And so people thought it was going to be like.
It's a good card though.
No, but they were saying like, you know, I could sell like the promo Thunderbreak regions were going for like $30.
Yeah.
Because like you could only get like one of them per event. Mm-hmm. So if you wanted a full play set, you either had to play at 4 different game days and top 8 all of those game days, or you had to buy them from somebody else. So I managed to get one of those. And yeah, so it should be cool. I'm excited to see. What happens.
It seems like because Mardu Vehicles was just. I mean, the last
Nobody
Pro
liked
Tour
it.
was just stupid. It was just all
Yeah,
Mardu
the
Vehicles.
top eight was like Mardu Vehicles and then one other deck. This one there was 2 different versions of Temur Tower. One of them was more like creature based. Mm-hmm. One of them was more spell based. There was like 2 mono black zombies, a black white zombies, and then a green black energy deck.
Yeah.
So it was like
Seems like it's panning out a little more than just stacking it all on one deck.
And like the crazy thing was percentage wise, I think it was like 26% of people were playing Mardu Vehicles, 24 were playing Tower, and like 21 were playing
zombies. It was very
but they on coverage you only saw Mardu Vehicles one time, and it was a backup game from like the main game. So it was like they're like, all right, so you know, here are these 2 people playing, and then like, you know, all right, well, they're going to sideboard, jumping into this game already in progress. Mardu Vehicles are just like, all right, and then our main table's back on. So then they just went back. So you literally only saw it for like a couple minutes.
Did they do that on purpose, or was it because...
No, I'm sure they did it on purpose because they were just like, you know, this.
They're done seeing it.
Yeah, people are done with that deck and seeing it, and it was like, you know, I usually try and watch a lot of the Pro Tour. The last one was just like, it was unwatchable just because it was like...
It was just all Mardu Vehicles.
It was just like, turn 1, I play a one mana creature, go. I play, you know, I also play 1 mana creature. And they're like, okay, Scrappy Scrounger, go. And they're like, Heart of Kira. And you're like, all right, you know...
Scoop.
Yeah. And it was basically just like, whoever curved out won 90% of the time. But yeah, this one, there's actually like a lot of really cool decks that came out. It's always like this, like they call it the spring release or summer release, because at this point it's basically summer. It usually doesn't do a lot of shakeups because it's like there's so many mechanics are so parasitic that it's very difficult for new cards to really break in. And I mean, like, you know, Dread Wanderer broke in. You know, Liliana's Mastery saw a lot of play. So there were a couple cards that went in there. You know, there wasn't like everybody thought Gideon was going to be everywhere. There weren't that many Gideons.
We got a Gideon traded in.
This is true. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's sort of the
Magic World right now. I think that's about it for this whole week. Mm-hmm. Some cool stuff happening. Hopefully some more cool stuff happening.
Yep.
This coming week. I'm not sure. Is there anything coming out? What's coming out? Jordan, you'd know. What's coming out this next week? Anything? I don't think anything, is it? No. It's a slow week. I didn't think so. So next week we'll just talk about different video game news.
They released the release date for the Mario board game. It's supposed to come in July. So
that'll be
2
cool.
months, the Mario Level Up board game.
Nice.
I look forward to that.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that when it comes out for sure. What else is upcoming? Not much. E3's coming soon. We're going. It's going to be fun. We got to figure out a way. I think I did. I want to figure out a way that we can stream from the show floor. Mm-hmm. And I was reading up online. I think what we're going to have to do is like open up a Skype channel on the computer here, and I'll like Skype you guys, and you'll have to share that window.
Okay.
And then I can just be like, hey guys, look at this cool stuff. So stay tuned for that. We're going to try to figure it out on how to get our Twitch channel streaming live from the show floor at E3. Follow us on Twitch, the shop live. Follow us everywhere else online. We're Guerrilla Games IL, except on Snapchat, we're just Guerrilla Games. So find us there. Comment below. Tell us what you think of the show, what you want to hear, what you want to see, what you want us to do. Jay will dance if you really want him to.
I know the full choreography to Bad Romance.
There we go. See? If you request it. Okay. We'll see you guys next week.
That was my go-to move during college.
Bye.
It impressed a lot of ladies,
Did
let me
it?
tell you.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.